Joe Vitale, Vitale Wealth Management with the week's gradient investment market update. All information is gathered as of August 26, 2024. Let's get into the week in review. Last week, the S&P 500 was up 1.47% and is now up 19.2% year to date. The U.S. small caps, which is the Russell 2000, was up 3.62%, and the international developed markets, which is the EFA, was up 2.76% for the week. Now, bonds were up as well, as both the 2-year and the 10-year treasuries declined for the week. The U.S. aggregate is now up 3.6% year to date. Remember, when the rates are high, the values are low. So now that we're starting to see them come down a little bit, that's going to help the bond values go up. Let's talk about upcoming economic release, personal consumption expenditures, which is the PCE. That data will be released this Friday, and the U.S. Federal Reserve monitors this data closely for spending and inflation conditions, and the expectation is that the data will show continued normalization of inflation. Still up a little bit. We've seen a few revisions lately, which we're going to talk about. After recent commentary by the U.S. Fed Chairman Powell, the possibilities of a rate cut in September went to 100%, which was kind of exciting. They believe the environment is more suitable for a 25 basis points, 0.25% cut, but a 50 basis point or a 0.5% may signal that economic conditions are deteriorating faster than anticipated. So I think if you see a 0.5% rate cut, it's not going to be good for the market. I think a 0.25% is still good. The stock market has recovered nearly all the losses from early August, but there are several catalysts in the coming weeks that could reignite some caution. This includes the NVIDIA earnings report on Wednesday, which that was today, which made the market go down a little bit. PCE data on Friday, and next week's job report, which of course the job report was revised, 818,000 jobs. I don't know how they could get that wrong. But anyway, so let's get into recent activity. There were no portfolio changes in the gradient investments last week, so you know how we rebalance all the time. They didn't have to do any rebalancing. Target, which is owned in the Core Select, reported quarterly results that beat expectations on both sales and earnings, and comparable sales figures rose 2%, ending the trend of declining comparable sales in the Q1 2024 and Q4 2023. Then we got Palo Alto Networks, which is owned in the Core Select, reported quarterly results that beat expectations on both sales and earnings. This was the company's fiscal year, and sales for the fiscal year for 2024 grew by 12%. Further, Palo Alto guided 2025 sales to grow between 13 to 14%. So the guidance looks great, so that stock should be going up as well. So remember, last week they talked about the jobs. I don't know if we talked about that a little bit, but they said, I'm sorry, but the job market is not as great as we thought. We're actually off 818,000, which is like a 30% correction. How did they get that information incorrect? I think there's more to the story there. But we are starting to see this. So this is another thing. Please let everybody know, friends, family, colleagues, people you may have worked with or may work with. You know, we're seeing a lot of people downsizing right now, especially from the big three. We're seeing, with Stellantis getting rid of a lot of people. Same thing with General Motors. They're cutting another 1,000. So a lot of people are looking for a good wealth advisor, retirement planner to make sure that they can retire. Let them know about us. Let them know if we can help them. We're glad to help them. We really appreciate it because we love to work on referral, especially with our good friends and client families. We love you. So our number, as you know, 855-756-5700. Visit us at vitalewealth.com. We'd be glad to help. And any questions, feel free to reach out. And God bless you. We'll see you again next week.